Hello lads and lassies, and welcome back to my channel. It's Mr. Mayhem. Today I'll be bringing you my April pickups. Now there's quite a few, so strap in. Not a lot of games this month, a lot of 4Ks and a couple of Blu-rays, but before we get into it, if you do enjoy this, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe for more. You can support me on Patreon, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description. Let's get into it. So, first up is a 360 game, Wolfenstein 2008. This is a game that I remember borrowing from a friend for like an afternoon back in like 2010 when I first got my 360. I first got my 360 in 09, but around that time. And I played it one mission and then just dropped it. I didn't know what the franchise was at the time. And years later, I've found myself wanting to kind of play this, sorry. But I was able to secure myself a copy recently, and I haven't played it yet, but I want to because I'm thinking about later in the year, because I've got some series lined up already. I'm thinking about later in the year doing a series on Old Blood, New Order, New Colossus, and maybe Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I've never played it before, but I'd like to do like a blind playthrough for you guys, but we'll see. I'm going to play through this on my own first, and then I might do a series on it after I've done all of them, but we'll see. But very, very excited to actually try this out, because it's one that not a lot of people talk about, and I'm curious. So, and it's always this nice thing when I get a 360 game in, because it's weird now, because this is pretty much retro now. Like these games. I remember when these games used to be everywhere on the shelves constantly. You'd go into Tesco and there'd be like a pre-owned section. There'd be so many games. It was awesome, and now like. These I think I paid like £20 for this, and that was pre-owned. These games go for a lot. Like, I have a decently big 360 collection. I think nearly 200 games, but like, I still find myself buying a couple every now and then if I'm interested in the game. But sometimes they're so expensive. But yeah, so I'm excited to get into that. That's the only 360 game. I do have a couple more games. PS4 next. Now I've played through all of these before, and I love the first two. The third one is okay. The story's good, but the gameplay is it's just so tedious. And that's the Mafia trilogy for PS4. I do own Mafia 1. I pre-ordered the definitive edition of Mafia 1 when it came out. This is when that came out. That came out with that. This has all three of them. 2 demastered and 3 definitive edition. But I do have all of these on Xbox. But I'm kind of weird where I like to play through stuff again if I can get either trophies or achievements for it if I've not played it before. There are some exceptions to that, but a lot of the time, if I can, I will go out and buy the copy for the other console, and that's what I've done with this. So I plan on playing through all of these at some point. And this is always a set I really like the look of, because it's just really nice. It's a fold out. I'm not gonna take it out right now, but it is very nice. I think I paid like £15 for this, brand new. So look forward to getting back into these at some point. Yeah. That's all the PS4 stuff. Sorry, if you guys want a closer look at the Wolfenstein one, it's just yeah. I mean, there's not much more to it. It's just you know, it's a game. But then next, as you guys probably saw, I got Dead Island 2 early, a couple of days early, because Amazon just shipped it to me. It's weird because sometimes they'll do their actual Amazon delivery service where it'll get delayed, where they'll take the money on the day before and deliver the next day, but then sometimes they go with Royal Mail and they dispatch it on the Tuesday and it comes on like the Wednesday. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. That video did really well, so. And honestly, right, I've seen a lot of people give this game a lot of shit, but honestly, I finished the main story and I've still got a couple of achievements left to go back and get, and it's probably not going to be a hard completion, but honestly, I had so much fun with this game. Like, yeah, you know, the story is actually probably awful. It just ends. It doesn't even end. It just continues, but there's credits. I will be getting the season pass, but that's only when the first DLC drops. I'll buy it. But honestly, I really enjoyed my time with this. The gore system is amazing. It feels weighty when you're hitting zombies, and that's weird because a lot of people said it didn't. Like, they said the combat system was shite. I actually really enjoy the combat system. I think that it's cool that you can customize the weapons to either hit hard, but it takes longer to hit them, or you can go fast and it does like loads of DPS. But like, I really enjoy this, to be honest. I had a great time with this. and it's just fun. And sometimes you just need a game where you can just sit down, put on a podcast or a YouTube video, and just sit there and just play and listen, and just have fun. And this is that game. I would recommend it to anyone that just wants a game where they can have just mindless fun and do other stuff, like listen to podcasts or music or something. Honestly. But even then, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, I would highly recommend this. Maybe not full price for some of you more skeptical people, but I would say it's worth at least, like, probably 40. Now, this is a game that, sadly, I need to... I have a couple of videos to film today, and then I'm going to get stuck back into this, because I've had it since Friday. I'm filming this on the Monday, after it came out. I want to get stuck back into this, because it's Jedi Fallen Order. You've seen my unboxing, but, like, I want to get stuck back into this, because I've barely played it. Like, I've just gotten to the second planet, and I need to get back into play this, but I've been busy all weekend. I've seen a load of movies, which you'll hear about in my what I watch next week, but yeah, it's just more Fallen Order. There's a couple gripes I have already early on, is that, as you probably heard, the performance is a bit iffy. Like, it's not smooth 60, it's more like 45, 50 FPS, and you do notice it. But honestly, I'm getting used to it now, and I am enjoying it, but I need to get stuck back into this again, because Fallen Order was one of my favourite games of 2019, and probably one of my favourite games ever. It's awesome, so looking forward to getting back into this. Another thing, this is a 12 and not a 16. Fallen Order was a 16, which is kind of weird. It's not focusing there. Yeah, but Fallen Order was a 16, but can't see much on this, but enjoying it so far for what it is. There's something I might... Something weird going on down here on my chair, but... who cares? Anyway, so that was the games. Now we're going to go into the Blu-rays, of which there's only one set now. This is a series of movies that I have wanted to watch for a while. Well, I say that. It's kind of the thing of, I was curious. But I watched the first one 3 years ago on Netflix and just found it so boring. But I found it cheap, and I was curious because I heard that Moist Critical watched them and he said they were just dumb. They were just actually horrible, but they were very entertaining. So I picked up the Twilight Saga, and I have actually watched all of these. And honestly, I kind of enjoy them. Like, the first Twilight I didn't rewatch. I just wanted to go to New Moon and then keep going. New Moon was better than Twilight, but not by much. Eclipse I really enjoyed. Breaking Dawn I really enjoyed, and Breaking Dawn Part 2 is probably my favourite. They're not good, but I learned to kind of enjoy what they were doing with the characters, even though it's not good at all. But I'm not the kind of person that's gonna, like, I have a very hard time identifying stuff that's like kind of like not bad, but like just kind of really, really just below average. I can recognize awful stuff, but with this, like, I know it's bad, but honestly, I enjoyed the trip. Like, I enjoyed the ride through this, and when it finished, I was like, oh, that's it. And to be fair, there was a slapping song attached to part 1 and 2. But I honestly had a really good time going through these, and I probably will watch them again. They are not good, but they are very enjoyable to watch, in my opinion. And there are a couple scenes that are quite good, like, that are quite good in themselves, but for the most part, it's pretty bad, but I enjoy it. So, and to be fair, it is a lovely box. Like, it's a very nice set. And I won't lie, I'm an absolute just slut for, like, these fucking fat sets that have all the individual boxes. It's awesome shit. But yeah, that's the Twilight Saga. And then the Blu-ray Steelbook. I picked up Good Omens. This Blu-ray's been out of print for a while, I think, and I was able to pick this up for about £15. I've not watched it yet, but it's got one of my favourite actors ever, David Tennant, my boy the Fourth Doctor, and the Steelbook's lovely as well. I've wanted to watch this for a while, but I wanted to get it physically, and I just checked one day and the Steelbook was back in stock, so I picked it up, but I've yet to watch it, because me and the girlfriend are going to watch it, but yeah. Looking forward to watching through that at some point. And that's the Blu-rays. Now we're on to the ridiculous amount of 4Ks. So, this isn't in any particular order, although it will be standards and then Steelbooks. So we'll start off with Murder on the Orient Express. I really enjoy this film. I think it's not amazing, but I saw it in theaters with my mum, my dad, and my girlfriend, and honestly, I really enjoy it. And this is, a lot of this stuff is Disney 2 for 20, so I got this in the 2 for 20. Yeah, I really enjoy this film. I've yet to watch it on 4K, but that's the thing, like, Disney seems to put their stuff on sale a lot, and then the price on Amazon seems to dip so low sometimes that, yeah, it's nicer to pick stuff up when it's really cheap. So I got this. I think this was originally £20, and a lot of the stuff in the deal was £20 or 2 for 20, which is weird, but I was able to save loads of money on these. So Murder on the Orient Express, I really enjoy this. I haven't watched the 4K yet, but I definitely will, because it's not great, like, but honestly, it's enjoyable. So Death on the Nile, the sequel, I have not seen this before, but I did hear that it was quite boring, but I was curious enough, and it was in the 2 for 20, so picked it up. I've yet to watch it yet. As you can see, it's still sealed, but looking forward to checking it out, and it's quite nice little cover. But next up, sorry, I'm just arranging stuff so it's easier to put stuff over here, and then next up we have La La Land. Again, 2 for 20. This is a film that I did see in cinemas, and I did enjoy it. I do enjoy it. It's helped a lot by the fact that I love Ryan Gosling. But I've not watched this in 4K yet, as it's still sealed. But I'm looking forward to checking it out again. It's been a couple of years since I've seen this, but yeah, looking forward to checking this out at some point. A film that when I first got into 4K, I wanted to get a 4K4, since the start, and I just never did. But I was able to. It wasn't the Disney 2.4. It was just, I think it was just cheap, and that's Everest. Saw this film in the cinemas as well, and for some reason our screen was uncomfortably cold, but that kind of added to it when we were there, and me and my dad were both like, "Is that intentional?" But I don't think it was. But I've seen this movie a couple times. Really, really good, and it's one that I think will look good in 4K. But then again, you know, it could look just fine. I've discovered that a lot. Is that a lot of films? I don't know, shocker if you're into this stuff. If you're into this stuff, like, a lot of it's just quite mid. But there are some things where I'm like, wow, that looks good. But yeah, that was. Look forward to checking this out at some point on 4K. But yeah, that's Everest. Then we have a 1 second. I'll take the tag off of this in case there's any information on it. Next up we have Arrival. This is a film that I didn't see in cinemas, but I did buy the Blu-ray and I watched it and I was like, okay. And then I watched it again a couple of years later and loved it. And this was a 2 for 30 at HMV. I'm looking forward to checking this out because it's a fantastic film and Denis Villeneuve is just incredible. But looking forward to checking this out very, very soon, most likely. Smash cut to what I watched for May, and I will not have watched it, most likely. Next, we have a big yin. One that I was debating back and forth whether or not to get, but then it dropped down to about £45-50. And that is the Indiana Jones 4K collection. Now, these films, I'll be quite honest with you, I am quite indifferent to them. I remember seeing Raiders a lot when I was younger, so my dad showed me it, and I think I really, really enjoyed it when I was younger. Watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in cinemas and loads of times on DVD. Really enjoyed that one. But I've not seen Temple of Doom. I've seen Last Crusade, which is really good, but I've not seen Temple of Doom. I think I've started watching it loads of times but never finished it, and I've seen bits and bobs here on TV, but I'm looking forward to going through these again. I did buy this set with the knowledge that we will be watching Callum's set, 'cause he bought it ages ago and we're going to watch it in the lead up to the Dial of Destiny, but this is just because my girlfriend wants to watch it as well, so now she can watch them on 4K, and it also means that I now own them anyway, and it was cheap, and yeah, but these are films that I haven't watched, Jesus, like 6, 7, maybe even 8 years. And they're films that now that I don't want to come off sounding wanky, but now that now that I know my taste in film, I want to see how I feel about these now. But yeah, Callum, if you're watching, don't worry. We're going to be watching your set. Do not worry. This is just in case the girlfriend wants to watch it. So, and it was cheap. So, but yeah, Indiana Jones 4K. Yeah. Do not fucking roast me in the comments. But yeah. Now this is a film that I did see in the cinemas, and it was just so average in my opinion. And that's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now I picked this up because I have the rest of them, and pardon me, Jesus, because I have the rest of them, but the girlfriend wants to go through and watch the MCU stuff, and I was needing to pick this up anyway before it was difficult to get a slipcover. Although Black Widow now has one in HMV, and I want to get it, but I've already got Black Widow, so if you have again, I'm pretty sure it says in another video, if you have a Black Widow slipcover, please send me it, on 4K that is. But yeah, really nice, honestly, lovely art, like, I love it, and the spine's nice as well, but, I hide myself, but yeah, I found this film to be just a bit boring and too long, but I am intrigued to watch it again. There was £5 off it, so yeah. A film that I know a lot of you are going to be like, why did you buy that? And I know it's apparently a really bad 4K, but I love the film anyway, and honestly, I think I've mentioned this maybe last month. I've watched the Pirates trilogy, and they look fine to me. I think they look really good. Well, they don't look really good. They look good, like they look sharper. But I don't get the hate, like saying it's the worst transfer ever. Like I said in that other video, I don't know what video it was, I talked about it, but I get that it fucks with the color tone maybe. But for me, who's only ever seen them once, and that was my second time watching them, completely fine for me. So I've just started buying what I want, buying films that I love, and if it's bad, it's bad. Because there's one transfer this month that I watched that, oh my god, it was actually awful, but you'll have to watch my what I watched video to hear about that, but it was genuinely awful. Me and Callum watched it together, and we put the Blu-ray in after, and we were like, what? And it's genuinely terrible. But that is Inglourious Bastards. I know apparently this 4K is bad, but I love this film. It's probably my favourite Tarantino. It's tied with Once Upon a Time. I know, don't shoot me. Well, maybe you agree, but it's just my opinion. But yeah, looking forward to checking this out because I love this film, and yeah, I want to see it again in 4K. So we'll see how it is. I will get back to you on that whenever I do watch it in my what I watched for whatever month. But yeah, Inglourious Bastards. Next up is another film that I've seen a couple times and really enjoyed it, and that is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Again, this is another two-for deal, not Disney, but it was a two-for. I can't remember what the price was on Amazon, but really enjoyed this film. Looking forward to checking out this in 4K as well soon, because I remember having a lot of fun with it the times I have watched it, and there was a Titans of Cult version that came out, but I don't know. I'm not committed to it enough yet, because I think it's still quite readily available, that one. But we'll see. After this viewing, if I love it, I might pick that up and then just give this to Callum. But we'll see. But yeah, look forward to checking this out. Really awesome art. Yeah. Next. This was a film that I remember when I saw the pre-order page way back when. I say way when, like probably like I can't remember when it came out, but was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. When I saw this again in 4K, I was like, who's asking for this? But lo and behold, I ended up picking it up because I want to give it another shot, and I do remember enjoying it a little bit, and I want to go into it just kind of expecting shit, and I will probably enjoy it. And that is Doom from 2005. Now, it's so bizarre to me that this got a 4K. This film got a 4K. But the Terminator or the Conjuring 1 and 2 don't. Okay. But I'm looking forward to go back and checking this out, because it like, yeah, it's probably gonna be dumb fun. But because I've heard the transfer's good. But yeah, look forward to checking this out again. Like, and if it's bad, I'll just trade it in. But yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, next, we have a very good one here. One that I kind of regret not getting the collection edition for when it first came out, but I'm glad I have it now. And that is the second sight version of Drive. This film is absolutely amazing. It spawned a lot of, you know, Sigma male memes and he is my personality, but really great film. Not watched it yet. I got a lot of these quite close to the end of the month. That's why a lot of them are sealed. But looking forward to checking this one out soon. And there's a fuck ton of special features as well. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that transfer, because Second Sight do fucking God's work, and we'll get to another one later on, which you'll probably already know if you're a fan of the Chanel. This is one that I picked up for £7 in a HMV clearance sale, literally yesterday at the time of filming this. And that is Trolls. My girlfriend really likes this film, and I don't hate it. I enjoy it. But it was £7. I was like, hell yeah. But the guy in the store didn't take the tag off. So I tried using a magnet, but it looked like eventually when we did get it out, and I'll tell you how we did that in a minute. Eventually when we did get it out, the metal bit was bent, and we couldn't actually pull the magnet. We couldn't get the magnet to pull it down so we could get it out. So I ended up having to cut it to absolute fuck. Like, I cut the plastic sheet, I cut all of it just to get inside it so I could get the discs out. Because I had a replacement case, but that was such a nightmare to get into. If that had happened with like something that I paid full price for, I would have been a lot more pissed off. But the fact that it was only this and I had a replacement case, it's not too bad. So not much to say on this. It's decent. The sequel's not as good as this, but this isn't great in the first place. But yeah. Next up, we have another label I want to rip off first. Oh, pardon me. Oh, and I just realised this is only the 4K, which is kind of interesting. Sorry, it's Shooter. This is another 2 for 30 in HMV. Honestly, I remember when I saw this film, must have been like 5-6 years ago. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to pick it up anyway. At some point, I didn't own the Blu-ray, so I thought, no, fuck it, I'll just get this. I didn't realize it was only 4K. You're seeing that a lot more now, especially with Paramount stuff. Like, this is Paramount, so because I know Top Gun has it, Smile has it. I think Babylon has it for the standard, but we'll see. Because I have the Steelbook, but I'm not sure. But yeah, looking forward to checking this out. Again, I've not watched it, but I am looking forward to checking it out. A film that I've wanted to see for a while, and it was in the 2 for 30 as well, and that's Days of Thunder. I don't know anything about the transfer. I think I've seen this film before once, like 2009, 2010, and I don't remember anything about it, but it's Tom Cruise. I like Tom Cruise. His acting, his movies, his stuff. We're not getting into his personal life. Nope. I can separate the art from the artist. Let's just leave it at that. But I'm looking forward to checking this out at some point, because it does interest me, and I like Tom Cruise. So, did I say it was Days of Thunder? I'm dumb. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Then I also picked up in a HMV sale for like half off. I picked up The Great Gatsby. This is like the thin, like when 4K was first around. It's like the super ultra thin ones. I've never seen this, but in school we one of the classes watched it and read the book, but I've never seen it. But I've always been interested, because it's got a fucking cracking cast. So we'll see how it is. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Another 2 for 30, and You can't get this on Amazon, like through Amazon Direct Prime. You have to pay like £35, I think is the cheapest one in there right now. But I got this in HMV. That's War of the Worlds. I watched this recently on Blu-ray, but it was part of the 2 for 30, and I had a loose end, so I picked this up. I really enjoy this film. I think it is awesome. I think Spielberg does a great job. I've never seen the original. I probably will. No, that's a lie. I have seen the original, but that was like 2009, 2008, before I could remember it properly. But really, really enjoyed this when I watched it recently, and I'm looking forward to checking out the 4K at some point because, yeah, and this does have the Blu-ray, so that's handy. Just makes it easier for me to get rid of the Blu-ray copy. Okay, next up, a film that I haven't seen since the cinema. And I was curious, and it was only £6, and that's Skyscraper. I know it's a ripoff of Die Hard, but I'm curious enough to go back and see how it is, and for £6 I'm willing to do that because I never had the Blu-ray, so yeah, not much to say on that, but I am looking forward to checking it out again. A film that I did see in the cinemas and really, really liked, and I'm about to burp. Pardon me. Yes, a film that I saw in the cinema and I really, really liked, but I never had the Blu-ray, which was so weird to me. And that was Patriots Day. I think this was another twofer, I believe. Yeah, Patriots Day. This is a really good film. This was like that time when they did Deepwater Horizon, this, and there was another one that wasn't as good. Was it Mal 22 or something? But Deepwater is fantastic. I love that film. This was really, really good, but I haven't seen it since the cinema, so I want to check this out again soon. But we shall see. But yeah, that's Patriots Day. Now, another film I picked up in the 2 for deal, the Disney one that is Ad Astra. Now, I've seen this before. I've seen this twice. Didn't enjoy it much the first time. Enjoyed it the second time, and I want to check it out again in 4K to see how it is. Does it have Atmos? No. Oh, no, it does. But looking forward to checking this out again because I love Brad Pitt, and I remember it being quite good, so and quite visually gorgeous. So yeah, looking forward to checking that out. Speak of this is another twofer. Alien Covenant. I really enjoyed this film. I saw it in cinemas. Watched it again. Rewatched it again recently. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoy this film. I know that it's quite mixed on it, but I really enjoy it. So, yeah, not much to say on that. I just really enjoy this. So, yeah. Although I still do think the Blu-ray slipcover looks better because it's like shiny and everything. But yeah, Alien Covenant, and then the other one you probably guessed, Prometheus. I really enjoy this one as well. I enjoy Covenant more, but I've grown to appreciate this film the more I watch it. I'm looking forward to checking it out again on 4K at some point soon. Probably not soon, but you know what I mean. Next up, you've probably seen my unboxing of it. It's All Quiet on the Western Front. It's a bit weird because it is a book and it's not the same size as a traditional 4K, but what are you gonna do? Not watched this yet, but I really, really want to watch it again soon. I might watch it this afternoon, I don't know, but we'll see. Heard a lot about it and wanted to wait for the physical media so I could experience it properly, because I love films like this, so look forward to checking that out at some point. The other second site I was talking about, and the one you've probably seen the unboxing for, I just took the J card off, and that's the Texas Chainsaw set. I love this set. I think it's so thick, it's so chunky, there's a massive book with essays and interviews, and this is Second Sight is incredible. I love Second Sight. They are go out and support them. They're incredible. And the fact that I know apparently the transfer is really good as well, but love this set. It's so nice. Haven't watched it yet, but I do intend on watching it again soon. But yeah, love that Second Sight Texas Chainsaw Massacre set. Another Disney twofer is Bad Times at the El Royale. I've tried so many times to get this film in 4K because I'd go into town and be like, yes, I want that. But then I never get it because it wouldn't be there. It's weird. HMV don't stock certain ones in store, but they do stock them online. So, but I was able to pick this up on Amazon. I've seen this film once and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I'm looking forward to checking it out again in 4K. So. another. Was this another two? No, this was not a twofer. This was just the half off, I think. And that's Bill and Ted Face the Music. I've never seen this. I've never seen Bill and Ted Face the Music. I've seen Excellent Adventure, which I love, and Bogus Journey, which I don't really like. I remember me and Callum rented it and we watched Bogus Journey because we really liked Excellent Adventure, and we watched it and we were like, it just wasn't. We just didn't enjoy it. And I'd heard a lot of people say it was really, really good, but it just wasn't for us. So, but I'm looking forward to checking this out again, especially in 4K. So, because I never owned it, but yeah. And I also picked up Excellent Adventure in 4K because, yeah, I love this film. It's fantastic. It's a great pick-me-up film. At least for me, it is. Yeah, half price, same as Face the Music. A Scorsese film that I've been wanting to check out for a while, because me and Callum went through the Godfather films at the start of the month. You'll see that with my What I Watched video, but I was in like a kind of gangster, like crime mood, and I picked up Casino. There's some films I'm not picking up right now because there's a WB like 30 4K box set coming out in September, and right now there's 21 of them that I don't have out of 30, and I'm just not buying them. Like Goodfellas was on sale, but this isn't in that set because it's not WB, but looking forward to checking this out at some point. Don't know when, but looking forward to it. A film that is absolutely fantastic. If you've not seen it, definitely go out and see it. It's Three Billboards. This was another twofer. Fantastic film. Not watched it in 4K yet, but it's absolutely fantastic, and just, yeah. This was not a twofer. This was just because I wanted to watch it again. That's Brightburn. I saw this in the cinema twice, I think, and I've seen it a couple times on Blu-ray. I really like it. There is some problems with it, but it's just a really cool concept, and I really do enjoy it. So, yeah. Look forward to checking this out again in 4K. Yeah, sorry, not much more to say on that. A film that I've wanted to rewatch for ages. That's The Running Man in 4K. This is a new transfer. I haven't watched it yet, but The Running Man. My dad introduced this to me when I was probably too young for it, but it's awesome from what I remember, and people seem to like it a lot more than I thought they would. But yeah, look forward to checking this out again soon. It's only the 4K in that one as well. This is one I picked up in HMV again, because when we pulled it out, it was like, what? That is so cheap. That's How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. This was, I believe, $4.99. Instantly picked it up. You can't get 1 and 2 over here in the UK, but I do plan on importing them at some point if they don't do a box set soon. But these films, I hadn't seen these films since I met my girlfriend. We watched them all on like a weekend, and they slap. I know that's like the consensus, but my god, do they slap. They are so good, and I'm terrified of the live action remake that's coming. Please stop with live action remakes. No, but yeah, that was cheap, and I just kind of had to pick it up. So an import from America, one that I was on the fence about importing for so long because I was scared they would get one here, and I eventually just bit the bullet and got it. That's Chernobyl, one of my favorite miniseries of all time, one of my favorite like just pieces of media of all time. It is absolutely fantastic. I've not yet watched it in 4K yet, but I do plan on doing that. But yeah, I'm really happy that I could import this because I love this show so much. Down to our last couple of 4Ks. We have Heat again. This was the crime thing that I was into. I've not watched this yet either because I've just been doing a lot of other stuff. But I do want to check this out again. Again, this is a transfer that I've heard is very hit or miss for some people. I do have the Blu-ray, but it's absolutely trash. It was like a discounted one I got from CEX, but pick this up again for half price. Looking forward to checking it out. Big hitter, we have The Godfather 4K trilogy. Watch Callum's versions of these. They are such good transfers. I'm not seeing the third one yet, but they're such good transfers, and I plan on rewatching these again probably sometime this year. I was able to get this for £50 instead of $70, so we'll see if I enjoy the third one or not. But yeah, really, really good set. A bit flimsy, but still nice to have it compacted down. Now the last three, Spectre. I don't have. I now have all the Daniel Craig Bond films. I didn't have Spectre, and I also didn't have Quantum of Solace. I picked these two up as well. These were so cheap. There was like £8 each. Yeah, I only had the ones that I loved, which was Casino Royale, Skyfall, and No Time to Die. But I kind of just wanted to have these, so I had them all, and I want to rewatch them again soon, especially Spectre. But yeah, happy to have these in the collection now. So, and lastly, for the standard 4Ks is The Accountant. This film is awesome. I might actually watch it again soon. I say that a lot about these, but we'll see. But yeah, The Accountant was cheap, and I'm looking forward to checking this out again soon, because I've seen it twice and I really enjoyed it, so looking forward to checking that out again soon. And that was the standard 4Ks. Now onto the last section, which is the 4K steelbooks. So, start off with Babylon. Not seen this yet, but this came on a recommendation from Callum, and it sounds like my kind of film. He said, if you like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you'll probably like this. So I picked it up, and I'm looking forward to checking it out again soon. So we shall see. But yeah, that's the 4K steelbook for that. Jack Reacher. I have actually watched this 4K. I watched it the other day. Looks really good. Doesn't look amazing, but it does look better than the Blu-ray. This film is awesome. I was able to get this same price as the standard 4K, but it's a very nice steelbook. But yeah, really good film. Good transfer. At least for me. Now another. These last ones I've all done unboxings for. Well, you'll see. I was able to pick this up in a Zavi half-off sale they were having, and that's the Nobody steelbook set. Go check out my unboxing if you want to see inside it. But I really enjoy this film, and I've been eyeing up this set for a while. It was limited, but it didn't sell, or it didn't sell like out. So I was able to pick it up and just gave my standard 4K to Callum. Love this film. Really happy to have this chunky box. The last just steelbook, that's Scream 2. And I remember I missed the pre-order on the first Scream 4K, picked up the standard. They reprinted that steelbook, got that steelbook, gave Scream to Callum. This one was sold out, so I was going to pay a bit more to get it, like, from a third party that was, you know, selling it for more than it should be, but because it was limited. But then Callum just messaged me out of the blue, and like, oh, you know it's on stock on Zavi, and I was like, what? And then checked, and like got it from Zavi, perfect condition, and now every other website has it now. I did buy the standard 4K like literally a week before I got this, and then just gave that to Callum. But very happy to have this, and hopefully they do Scream 3 and 4 in the coming years, and I'm able to get them, because I have the steelbooks for Scream 2022. I have the steelbook for Scream 6 pre-ordered. I have the steelbook for Scream and Scream 2. So hopefully I'll be able to get 3 and 4, and I'll have all of them. So, because I really do like them. And finally, the ones that were in my Holy Grail video, if you've not seen it, and that was the Nova Media John Wick limited editions, like lenticular steelbooks. They're all numbered like out of 1,500 each. So that's the first one. That's the second one. And that's the third one. I love John Wick, and I'm so excited to get... I've pre-ordered too many editions of that thing, but I love Chapter 4. I haven't opened these yet. I have protectors on the way, and then I'm going to open them because I want to see inside them. But yeah, I love the John Wick films. Chapter 4 is my favourite. It's one of my favourite films of all time. If you want to hear me talk more about that, stay tuned for my what I watched next week. But yeah, that is the last of my 4K steelbooks. That was the John Wick trilogy. And that's been my pickups for April. Wow, that took a lot longer than I anticipated. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you do enjoy this, remember to like, drop a comment, subscribe for more. You can support me on Patreon. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links in the description. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.